Hello, folks. I am back with some firearms product information. And what you see here are two holsters. They are from the company called LAS Concealment. And there are two of these here, and they're really nice looking holsters. But how I got into this company was that wanted to get a holster for my STI Staccato P. And a lot of times when you have a firearm that is kind of like an oddball or made kind of like special, like you're not able to find holsters. So I was on my search for looking for a particular holster for this particular firearm, and I stumbled across on YouTube uh, the 10-8 performance. And there's a guy on there. His name is Hilton Yam, and he is a competition shooter for STI. So I was looking at some of his videos, and I saw that he had this particular holster, and he was talking about this particular holster as well as the previous video I did called the Filster holster. Uh, but I wanted something that was not going to have a weapon light on here. So I went with this particular holster. It is called the Shogun. And the color that it's called Cryptic Typhoon. I don't know if you how this is showing on camera, but it does have its patterns here on both sides and on the back. It's a little more prominent on the back of this holster, but you'll see the pattern that's here. Also, you'll see these clips. Now, these clips are really sturdy and very good. These are what I would say a kind of plastic flex type clip. Usually some people like the metal clips. I have some holsters with metal clips that pretty much tear up a belt, but that's what these clips here are. Like I said, they're really very good, and a lot of people call these are claws or whatnot, and this helps bring in the holster into your body. Like a lot of holsters, they tend to once you put them on, they tend to dip forward when you're wearing it. So it'll dip forward, and it because a lot of firearms today, it's shorter barrel and the longer grip, so it tends to lean forward while you have it on, and you're exposed at that point. So this claw here helps bring it into the body. Let me show you what this looks like close in. And as you see, it fits very good, very well. Uh, Even if you had let's say the Staccato Duo, usually you'd have suppressor height sights. So you see there's enough room here for your suppressor height sights or higher sights. And this, I've only worn this around the house for a little bit, but it's a very comfortable holster. They do have a what they call wedges in the back. I didn't order it with the wedge, but it is a very good feeling holster as well. Now let me get over to the other holster. Like I said, this one is called the Shogun. Now I'm going to show you the Rampart. The Rampart holster, as you see, this particular color is called the Cryptic Typhoon. And I really like this color a lot. I should have gotten this holster with this color, but I wanted to have both holsters a different color. This has a different type of clip style here. This is a thicker, wider clip. Of course, you see here the claw, and of course it is higher in the height here for your suppressor height sights. But what makes this unique is when you have a 1911 firearm. One of the biggest challenges with the 1911 firearms that have a 1913 rail is that there are not that many holsters out there that will accommodate this particular type of rail. But with this holster, you can use this holster with or without a rail, and I'm going to put that in. This holster is a little stiff right now, but you see how well it fits and it accommodates the rail very well. And I'm going to pull this out. Like I said, it is a little stiff right now, What you have to do is make adjustments on here, and there is a recommendation from LAS, and they put this with all their packaging right here. It recommends you to, once you get this holster set up with the type of belt you want to use, it recommends you to put Loctite on the screws, and meaning that they, for as far as tension goes, so they don't want the screws to spin around and back out, because sometimes if you loosen up a let's say the holster to fit, you loosen up those screws for retention, and next thing you know, what happens is that it's too loose, and then these screws will tend to back out while you're wearing, and you might lose the screws. So this is why they recommend you to wear Loctite. And like I said, with this holster, it does accommodate a 1913 rail, but what they do recommend is also this holster here will not fit the Sig Sauer line. Now, some of the Sig Sauer line with the rails and Sig Sauer firearms, if you know, most of the Sig Sauers, they have a funny uh, area up top that seems that it's not rounded or it's overly squared. So that would cause a problem with fitment. So and the other thing is, a lot of the some of the 6 hour line, they don't some of them don't have a traditional 1913 rail. It might have what they call a SIG proprietary rail, which can be curved. So that is one of the reasons why you can't use that with this holster. What I do recommend, just as a side note, if you do have a 6 hour firearm that has a rail system, you can always go to Black Point Holsters, which is the provider for SIG. But regarding LAS concealment, this is a very good system here. You can get this in with, put this in with a rail and whatnot. LAS also makes a lot of holsters that will accommodate a flashlight or lights or lasers. They do have that in their other lines of holsters. Uh, they're not just for the 2011s or the 1911 firearms. Some of these holsters are for the Glocks, your other popular striker fires, you know, HK, let's say CZ, etc. But like I said, I'm really happy with this holster system. Hopefully, once things clear up, I get the test these like they should be. And that's pretty much it that I have. I'm really happy with this particular holster system. And like I said, you can check out LAS Concealment on their website with various, let's say, various ways that you can order this color, size, or whatnot. And like I said, it's not just for 1911s or 2011s. All right, with that, I'm just going to end this by saying happy shooting, stay safe, hashtag 2A.